Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the lovely Salisbury Bowling Club here. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for round 6 and 7 SA Super League action, brought to you by Bowls SA along with Spacequake Sports. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon of bowls. We are seconds away from getting underway with round 6. Joe Schwab here, joined by my colleague Isaac Trenorden. Mate, the season's coming to a close, or the minor round's coming to a close. It's going to be a big day today.
Absolutely, Joe. There's definitely a bit of movement that could happen on the ladders today, so it'll be definitely very interesting. And yeah, like you said, some huge games on the cards.
Now, I do need to give you a bit of credit. You performed pretty well last week in my absence, but I'm glad I'm here just to straighten the ship back up a little bit this week.
That's a bit rough.
We'll get ready for this game here as we see the matchups there. So the match that we are live streaming will be the pairs game. So we've got Matt Shaw and Stuart Forbes for the Central Chargers taking on Adam Black, Tyson Wilson for the Southeastern Spartans. Your thoughts on this one, mate, as we've seen Matt Shaw roll the jack here?
I think it's going to be I hope it's going to be a very, very close game. I think, again, it's going to be a game for the leads. I think whoever wins the matchup out of the two leads will win the game. I think we've seen it a lot in the Super League so far this year, that generally these pairs games, the winner of the leads is generally the winner of the game.
So we see Adam Black with a pretty solid start there. Yes, you're right. We've done predominantly pairs matches so far this season, and yeah, we've seen some outstanding displays. I think it was round 2. We saw Adam and Tyson in action, and we saw Adam put on a clinical display. So going to be a great matchup today between these two teams. Matt Shaw not far off the money there as well. So as we see Adam again, like we mentioned earlier, just that he's got a very interesting action going these days, but one of the top young male bowlers in the state without a doubt. Bad start here on the money early. As we quickly run you through the other matchups in this game. So the singles match, which is happening right behind us. This is one of the most highly anticipated games in the SA Super League, I think. Nathan Black taking on Craig Mills in the singles. It's going to be one hell of a contest, and we will keep you updated as often as possible with the scores for that. So we see Stuart Forbes on camera there just before. And in the triples for the Spartans, we've got Scott Andreasen, Carl Chappell, Aaron Bremner taking on Karen Gatto, Brenton Bain and Mark Haynes there. So overall, Isaac, your tip on which way the overall game will go?
I mean, it's going to be close. I think the Chargers are just too strong. Chargers are just generally too strong.
Yeah, we've seen it absolutely all season, how telepack they are. Matt Short with a fantastic bowl there. And that camera angle right there, Isaac, cable cam.
How good, Joe?
It is up and about. It's been a few weeks in the making. The Spacequake crew have done a hell of a job just fine-tuning a couple of issues there, and they've managed to get it up this week, and I know they're incredibly excited, and we are bloody excited as well, because it adds a whole new aspect to the broadcasting of what I believe is the best bowls broadcasting in the country.
Yes,
I'll
absolutely.
go out on a limb there pretty comfortably and say I believe it is the top of the tree. We see cable cam there, forehand coming in from Tyson Wilson. Beautiful shot there. Just going to trail through that gap a little bit, but not far off. It should actually, this angle should hopefully give us a bit of a better idea for those 50-50 calls that the side angles don't quite give you as to who has the shot bowl. So very exciting. Stuart Forbes, the left-hander, one of the great, just the great members of the bowling community, a great guy. And he's made the move to the Chargers this year as he comes in and
what a great shot.
Draws a touch in there against Tyson. I think we saw these two, one of the early rounds in the 2020 season. I think they went head-to-head in a singles match-up, and it was a great display. So expect big things again. Tyson opting to keep the shades on. See Matt Short just giving that one a little touch of spray. Tyson just struggling with his line there a bit. His weight a little bit short as well. Oh, interesting to hear from Matt Short. He thinks Forbes doesn't actually quite hold the shot bowl here, so of course you'll see the microphones on these two players as well. Very excited to see what content we get from these two this week. A big thank you to them and all the other players that have worn the microphones for our sounds of the game throughout the season. Had a lot of fun with that one, and hopefully you guys out there have enjoyed viewing it as much as we have making it. And I tell you what, Stuart Forbes, oh, if he didn't have the shot before, he's got it now. Zach, I think that's an early contender for the shot of the day.
Phenomenal.
What a shot. Look at him, he watched that one all the way in. And he's very happy with it too, as we see Tyson here opting for this forehand side, hoping to split those two yellow bowls. Oh, and he's able to just get a nice little nudge from one of them onto the jack there. Just see Short and Forbes here will have a bit of a chat. As you can see, that green bowl of Wilson probably just holding the shot, but there's really not much in it.
What an angle this is, Joe. Watching them figure it out, where they're trying to play, we're going to really know exactly what it is that they're trying to play. So there's no real excuses to send it down with an extra 10 feet away and get a good result.
And it gives another aspect of, just like we said before, being able to see straight over the top to see what direction these bowls might shoot off at with a bit of impact. So Stuart Forbes here, interesting to see his tactic. He's going backhand aggressive here. What can he make connection with? Can he get his own yellow bowl?
What a great shot.
Look at that. He'll squirt the jack out. We'll see what the number is here. Looks like Short's bowls. Short's got a couple at the back there. So that's coming handy. So it'll be at least 2 to the Chargers. Yeah, just the 2. So good start there for Forbes and Short. But already one end in and just back and forth. It shows what we're in for today. Of course, as you said, Isaac, there's still some final spots up for grabs in all 3 grades today. So we've seen some under-18s and reserves action so far. So the Spartans sit in 7th on the ladder coming into round 6 here. So but just 12 points behind 4th spot. So it is a top 4 final system. So they are mathematically still within a chance, whereas the Chargers, they sit 2nd and they're 2 points behind top spot. So they are well and truly in contention for the minor premiership. And we will keep you posted with that one throughout the day. Obviously, we'll have round 7 action after round 6 here. So settle in wherever you are. It's a bloody beautiful Sunday afternoon. If you're anywhere in the area looking for something to do for the afternoon, come on down to the Salisbury Bowling Club. Great bowls action. The barbecue smells a treat. The bar's open. Plenty of great vantage points. Plenty of shady spots as well. It's just a good vibe, isn't it, Isaac? We were sitting over about half an hour ago watching one of the reserves games, and I think we could have made ourselves pretty comfortable just to hang out there for the afternoon.
It is, Joe, that probably something that's underutilised at bowling clubs, and obviously there's a cost factor there, but having grass around the greens, just something about that there's just an extra element, extra vibe there, that the grassed area keeps it a bit cooler, a bit more relaxed, laid back.
It's got a great feeling as we see Adam Black coming up with a toucher just before there. Touch and go for the lead, battle of the leads early, but he's probably got the points at the moment. Matthew Short, again, a good home. We saw that come into play in the first end there. I think all 3 of his bowls were passed and 2 of them ended up being the shot bowls. So, as we say, the jack doesn't usually come forwards. More often than not, it's going to go backwards. See Adam Black here.
Not too far away here, Joe.
Oh, I tell you what, he's really on top of this lead battle so far. Back-to-back touches to get him going for the second end here. The second of 18 ends, so settle in. It's going to be a great battle, as we've seen so many times on the live stream matches this season. We've been treated to some great contests, and I reckon we might get another one here this afternoon. Short opting for the forehand this time.
Well played.
I tell you what, Isaac, they're just going shot for shot here.
That
this
is awesome.
An outstanding level of bowling. What can Adam come back with again?
On that notoriously wide hand out there, John, that forehand on the way back towards the club.
Oh, and I tell you what, if this has got the legs.
Awesome bowls there.
Nice little moment between the players as well. A little fist bump.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Just a little show of respect between two great players. How good is that? Shows just as competitive as it is, the spirit that this competition is played in, which we love to see, and I know the players love as well, from all parts of the state, all different clubs, getting the opportunity to play with and against people they wouldn't usually on a Saturday or during the week. So it's back on to Stuart Forbes here. We mentioned that wider hand, Isaac. The breeze, it's been a little bit swirly today. It seems to have dropped off a bit from where we can sort of feel it here, but still always a factor. Forbes on the backhand side here.
If he clears those, Joe.
Oh, hang on a minute. Shows just the minuscule margin for error in this game of bowls. We see cable cam there. See Tyson Wilson's turn this time. He's probably on a similar line again here. He can nudge it in to be holding two shots, I tell you what. Just making things a little bit harder for Forbes there just to get around on that backhand for the left-hander.
Yeah, I reckon that forehand might be a little too tough now, Joe. He's probably better on the, well, his forehand, the right-hander's backhand, commentary box side. If he gets through the two bowls of Matthew Short, as we just saw there, sort of gets through the shot bowls as well.
So we see your number one fan just giving you a little wave there. He's opted to change hands, as you suspected, Isaac. He's coming in with plenty of weight, but just going to sail past and end up in the ditch. But you'd have to think a good sighter for his next bowl.
Yep, absolutely.
What's Tyson looking to do here? Just simply draw in another one?
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to sit anything jack high, so anything that stays up and past will be gold.
Oh, just falling into the ditch there.
I like this, Joe. I think, though, that sort of just not quite a swinger that Stuart Forbes played. It's a very, like, tedious weight, so I prefer this. He's playing it with more speed.
Oh, not quite. Just running into a bit of traffic at the front there, unfortunately. But we love that aggressive attitude, though. That's what the Super League's all about, is just having a red-hot crack. We absolutely love to see it. Great bowlers at this level putting on a hell of a show week in and week out. We see Tyson here. Bit of a free hit for the Spartans. They'll be getting on the scoreboard here. It's just a matter of what the number is going to be. The man from the Pathways Jackaroo squad. Hell of a talent. The Grange bowler. Can he just quite roll that in for a third? Not quite. We'll see the count here. So it'll be... They pulled one away. So it's going to be two to even it up there. So two to the Spartans. So they get off the goose egg to go to two. And the Chargers, they remain on two. So all locked in, two apiece after two ends. As we suspected, in for a great contest. As we watch the start of this end, we'll quickly run you through the other league matchups for round 6, ladies and gentlemen. We also have the Northern Knights taking on the Western Rogues. So in the singles, we've got Simon Dorr for the Knights taking on James Hamill for the Rogues. In the pairs, Todd Brand, Corey Jackson for the Knights taking on Ash Close and Simon Geeta Johnson for the Rogues. And in the triples for the Knights, Gary Smith, Isaac Jesser, and Laney McGorman taking on, as we just see, Adam Black with a fantastic start here again. He hasn't done a lot wrong so far for the Rogues in the triples. We have Jaden Zeller, Tristan Griffith, and Dan Greenslade. Your thoughts on that one, Isaac? What's your tip between the Knights and the Rogues?
Yeah, it's a big one. Obviously, the Rogues have some great talent in their squads. But I don't think you can go past the Knights in top of the ladder.
They're playing fantastically at the moment. If they have a poor rink on any given day, the other two really seem to step up, and they're playing as a great team. So interesting to see which way that one falls. So we see Adam here on a tighter line, but he's got a good correction on his weight there. You'd have to think his third won't be too far off. As we look behind us here in the singles, Craig Mills out to an early 3-0 lead over Nathan Black. I'd love to get your thoughts on that one. Who's your tip, Blackie or Millsy? That'll be a great matchup.
It sure will be. I think you've got to go with Craig Mills. A little bit more, a few more games under the belt, I think, is where I'd be drawing my line.
As we see Matthew Short here saying, Adam, you've had your chances to get your touches, mate, but if you're not going to, I'll jump in and have one. Thank you. Changing it up just about straight away here. As we see Adam, it's a big ask. Just going to slide wide. Good aggressive weight. And it will stay up as well. So good home there, getting something past the jack.
Yes, that was a great home. Joe gives Tyson's next bowls plenty of confidence to play almost any shot he wants.
So we see Matt Short opting for the backhand this time. Oh, he's just going to fall into the ditch, unfortunately, but good aggressive line and weight again. See the Chargers boys making the most of having the microphone. I'd encourage them to have a bit of banter and a bit of fun with it. And they're taking it and running, which is good to see. Of course, the sounds of the game video will be up on Wednesday night again this week. We'll have the shots of the round on Tuesday, full recap story on Monday, scores tonight. If you love the SA Super League, folks, there is plenty to keep you busy as we head into the finals next week. Look at this angle, and look at the shot from Tyson Wilson as well.
What a great shot, Joe.
Look at that. Just a little clap from his partner there, though. Nothing much from Adam Black.
Just another day, mate. Another day in the office.
Two players of that standard, it's just what they expect of each other. What can his opposing skipper come up with here? Stuart Forbes. Matthew Short's watching it pretty close, and I think he likes it. As he should. Can he just nudge Shorts in there to be the shot bowl? It'll be a close call, this one. Adam's still saying he can come in on the forehand. Yes, as we see again, cable cam showing us that Tyson Wilson's green bowl is still the shot bowl. He's doing pretty well here. It's going to come in heavy. He won't want to knock his own bowl out, but that will replace it as a shot bowl, so not a bad result there. Stuart Forbes again, backhand side. Wasn't far off last time. And I tell you what, he's not far off this time again. Little bit of luck from his own bowl there. Is it the shot bowl again, though? It's really tough to tell. Tyson's turn this time. Every shot is going to count these two rounds today for the Spartans if they want to make a push to secure a final spot. Unfortunately, that one just falling into the ditch. Isaac, what's Stewie looking at here?
Yeah, I mean, Joe, I think he's either got to just draw again, but depends how much risk. Like, he can nearly try and get both those green bowls out, and he makes, what, 4? If he can stick around, he makes 5. So we see Stuart Forbes, nice confident draw.
Oh, can he? Oh, he's gotten around. Hang on a minute. Well, there you go. They'll take that one, the Central Chargers, so they secure 1 shot there to move to 3. The Spartans, they remain on 2 as we play 3 of 18 ends here, folks. As we look behind us here, the triples rink in this match. The Chargers hold a 4-2 lead, and in the singles, the Chargers hold a 6-2 lead. So Craig Mills just creeping away from Nathan Black there a little bit. As we see the Pirates and the Blazers there as well. Of course, that Pirates triples rink put on a hell of a show last week in the live stream matchup.
They sure did, Joe.
It was good fun going back and watching that one between Jose, Matthew and Vicky Arbon. Oh, it was a great effort. So we see Matt Short here. Great weight, a little bit offline. We will run you through the Eastern Raiders versus Hyson Comets. So the Raiders, it's a all-female singles matchup. Kathy Miller for the Raiders taking on Ali Baldock for the Comets. In the pairs, Craig Goldfinch and Neville Mansell for the Eastern Raiders taking on Brett Davis, Josh Choppin for the Comets. So we see Adam Black here. Going heavy, but his line really good. And in the triples, Paul Urinjek, Andrew Burton, Tony Trelaw for the Raiders taking on Matthew Northcott, James Gregory and Brad Errock for the Comets. So again, another great little matchup there. The Comets pushing for a final spot as well. Do you think they'll get over the line?
I reckon they will, Joe. They're very, very strong lineup there. And I think the Raiders maybe just not the same amount of depth as the Comets.
Of course, finals action will kick off next week with semi-finals and preliminary final action, so plenty to keep us busy. We look towards another huge week of bowls. Matthew Short opting for the tighter hand on the backhand here towards the commentary box. So we say not a bad effort there. Good little home from Matthew Short. Adam Black's opportunity now. And I tell you what, not too bad. He's doing his best not to give us a smile as he walks past us here. Tyson might get a smile out of him though. A little bit of gentle ribbing. The silent assassin, Adam Black. Of course, let us know in the comments where you are watching from as well, folks. Your thoughts on these players. Who do you think will win this one? Your tips for the SA Super League season. Everything in between. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you there. We love interacting with the comments. Boyd loving cable cam, which is great to see. And Eddie watching from Port Macquarie. So good to have you on the stream, Eddie. We see Stuart Forbes here, just a little bit tight on his line, unfortunately. Tyson Wilson there. Looks like he's going to come up. No, looked like it was going to fall short a little bit. What's Stuart looking to do here, Isaac? Playing on that backhand side again. So we see a bit of excitement on the ranks behind us. No real surprise there.
Yes, but yes, Joe. The answer, yes, backhand. He's got a nice toucher on for, well, 4 if he gets it right.
Oh, he's half corrected. I'd have to think if he can, he's put another one there though, so with his third bowl, if he can get that one right, like you say, he's got something on. Tyson Wilson here. Probably just looking to get in amongst those black and yellow bowls. He'll give Adams a nice little touch there, which blocks up that plan.
Yes.
Back to the drawing board for Stuart Forbes here. Interesting to see what he goes with.
I'm going to guess weight.
Look out in the club rooms, folks. This one's coming in hot. Unfortunately, off with his line. Very simple from Adam Black there. We've got 3. Just draw another. Tyson Wilson will be happy with those simple instructions. Will this one have the legs? It's on a pretty good track. And he's sneaking in. Just wait to see them double check this one. So it'll be 3 to the Spartans there, so they get a nice little boost and move along to 5. The Chargers, they remain on 3. We've played 4 ends here, folks, 14 to go. Still plenty of bowls. While we have the opportunity, I'll run through the 4th and final league matchup of round 6. The Southern Blazers taking on the Mallee Pirates, as we saw just behind us before in the singles, another all-female affair. Renata Callisto for the Blazers taking on Rachel Krebex for the Pirates. The pairs, we have Samuel Denton and James Mader taking on Gary Meatcombs, John Nicolai. And in the triples, the rink that I believe we will be live streaming a little bit later, at least it will be skippered by Les Bushy-Carter for the Blazers. He's playing with Michael Lodge and Adam Wilson, I believe it is, taking on that rink we mentioned before for the Pirates, Jose Gill, Matthew Hull and Vicky Arbon. You're tipping that one again, another couple of teams that are in the thick of it for a final spot, Isaac?
Yeah, I think the Blazers, mate, I think you've got to back them in. Their triples in particular have been going fantastic. But in saying that, they will be coming up against the Pirates team that we saw last week on the stream, and they were clinical.
Probably the best way to describe them, I think. Absolutely spot on as we see Adam Black here. Just struggling a little bit with his line, but weight not far off at all. Not bad start, nice little smile. Laugh between Stuart and Tyson there, bit of a smile. Matthew Short watching this one nice and close. It's on a pretty good track. Good start from the man from the Barossa, I believe, Matthew Short.
Yes, that's correct. As is Stuart Forbes.
Great to see. I'm sure they'll be enjoying teaming up on the big stage. So see Adam here just again, just struggling with that line, but the weight is well and truly there. So interesting that Adam and Tyson have actually played all 5 of the pairs matches in the league competition so far this season. 2 wins, 3 losses. So they'll be hoping to at least level that at 3 each after this game, as we see Matthew Short with another great bowl. And Forbes and Short both have played a bit of a mixture of pairs and triples for the Chargers. Of course, in such a star-studded team, I think you just play wherever you're put, to be honest. You're happy to get a game alongside Rudiger, Pedersen and Mills. But these two, definitely, they'll be key players come that finals run, which kicks off next week. So we see Adam again, just that weight's there, but the line, not quite, unfortunately. Can Matthew Short capitalise? Coming up a little bit short, but again, not far off at all. Adam giving Tyson absolute donuts there on the crossover and the high five.
Potentially a little bit unhappy with his 3 bowls, I think, Joe.
They expect a very high standard of themselves, the Black siblings, Nathan, Adam and Tyson. Of course, we got to have a look at Tyson in the reserves match for the Raiders a little bit earlier, so great to see all three taking part in the SA Super League, and as they should, three incredibly talented young bowlers. Tyson Wilson, not a bad bowl first up to take the shot. Putting it back on Stewie Forbes here. One of the great sunglass hands. One day we'll have to line up some of the best sunglass hands in bowls, because I tell you what, there's quite a few of them getting around. Stuart Forbes, the weight looks good. Just going to be a bit narrow on the line. I think he'll know. He has a couple of short bowls just sitting at the back there. Has the possibility to turn this into a number. Tyson Wilson again, opting for this tighter hand. So we feel the breeze just pick up a little bit here under the dome, a little bit swirly. But I tell you what, it's not going to affect a great bowler like Tyson Wilson. Once again, what is it about Tyson, do you think, that's seen him get to where he has? What's his key attributes as a bowler?
I think he just plays a really good, tight game, Joe. He's, you know, as we see there, he was 3 down, got on the mat and drew close. Even if he, you know, I think he's happy to just go 1 down and draw a second wood.
As we see Stuart Forbes needing a big swoop in here, not quite. It's a simple game when you want it to be, I guess, and that's probably how the good players make it look. Young fella just leaving it up to his skipper there, saying, you just do you here, Skip.
On a tighter line here, Joe, if he sits the yellow one through, probably just really needs to lay it out.
Oh, you're right, though. Could have turned that into a very quick and easy 3. Charges teammates just having a bit of a chat. He's had one other side here, Stuart Forbes, looking to split the middle and get in nice and tight on that jack. Unfortunately, he's going to struggle here. Might be able to push his own bowl over. But it will still be 1 to the Chargers, though. So the Chargers, they move along to 4. Spartans, they remain on 5. As this match just continues to go back and forth. They're going end for end at the moment. The Spartans, though, they still lead the way. See the jack being rolled here. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, of course, like we mentioned off the top, Spacequake Sports, big supporters of the SA Super League, and they put out the best bowls stream/broadcast in the country. And then, of course, as you see, the cornflakes along the side of the ring here, Sports Centre and West End, 2 great supporters of bowls in South Australia, and the city of Salisbury, as we see Matthew Short with a ripping first up bowl here. Great start. Yes, the city of Salisbury, good long-term supporters of the SA Super League, and we definitely appreciate them. All of those groups and organisations. SA Super League could not be what it is without them. Adam Black looking for a response. He's got his line looking right this end so far. Matthew Short. Interesting, we've seen a lot of them opting for this tighter hand here towards the commentary box, Isaac.
Yeah, there's a bit more wind around today, Joe, compared to other days that we've been out here at Salisbury. There's always a little bit of breeze, so potential that wide hand is significantly wider today, so that's potentially why they're opting to play the narrow hand today.
Yep, when that wind does pick up, they'd almost have to put it on the footpath to get it to come back, I think. It's quite strong sometimes. So we see Adam Black with a great response there. Again, great angle, great line from both the players so far. Matthew Short on a good track here. Just going to come down to weight, which looks like it's not going to be there, unfortunately. But again, the line, not much off at all. See Adam Black here. He's going to be a little bit tight and short this time, unfortunately. So both the leads. So we see all four players just having a bit of a chat there. Another great angle from the roving camera. Between the roving camera, the cable camera, and the normal cameras, I don't know what other cameras you could really want or need. I think David set the gauntlet for himself there to see where he can take it to another level from here. So see Stuart Forbes likes this one. It's going to have to do a bit coming in from out there. It's going to try. Not quite, but a good home there.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. There's no chance Tyson will be short of this head. So we see him on the forehand. Just looking to arrive, get the jack or sit the bowl.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Well
what a
played.
shot. Goes from one down to probably at least two up there. Tyson Wilson showing his absolute class. Look at that, another great angle. Just removing that bowl of Matthew Shorts. Oh, probably rolled over one too many times for them to be holding tree, but either way, they're in control. So we see Stuart Forbes wide again. Struggling with his line a little bit, coming back towards the clubhouse as we see an update on the overall scoreboard as well. The Central Chargers leading the way 18-14, so not much in it. The Chargers holding the ascendancy on the other two ranks. And I tell you what, Tyson Wilson again, putting on a show. Getting a big high five from his teammate there. Talk us through this, Isaac.
Yeah, well, the Chargers guys were just having a quick conversation then. They've got 3 on the tee. And Forbes missing tight. But he did say, he says, he thinks he's a better chance of just playing it quicker as opposed to trying to get that forehand trail.
Just not quite coming off there. Again, love the attacking spirit and the attacking mindset. Definitely what helps these players get to this level. They take the game on and we love to see it. Another free hit for Tyson Wilson here.
That's it, Joe.
Ooh.
Doesn't want to jack up the line.
Narrowly just avoided something very unfortunate. We'll see what the number is. So it's going to be 3 to the Spartans there. So that moves them along to 8. The Chargers, they remain on 4 as we have played 6 ends. So we're 1/3 of the way through this matchup, and all 6 ends, it's been alternating between the Chargers and the Spartans, who's winning what ends. A couple of threes has helped the Spartans move out to a 4-shot lead. See, nothing. Hasn't been a lot of differentiation with the length of the ends here either, with both teams having had their opportunities on the mat. See Adam Black again, not far off. Big shout out to Megan watching from Mount Gambier, Vicky watching from Neuropa, Cheryl watching from Whyalla, Glenn watching from Aberdeen, New South Wales, Steve watching from Deniliquin, Josephine watching from Grafton, all across. Hopefully all our friends in New South Wales over there are staying safe amongst these crazy floods, along with anyone from Queensland as well. Some pretty ridiculous times in the world, but hopefully you're all staying dry and safe. See Adam Black here. Again, a pretty good home. Who are you giving the points to in the battle of the leads at the moment, Isaac?
I reckon it's split, mate.
Split
it's
decision
split.
at the moment, yeah.
The first 3 ends, I think Adam was the winner.
Yep.
But Matthew Short has played a couple of stompers the last couple, so be saying split points at this stage, mate.
See Adam again. Like we say, folks, it's a bloody beautiful day down here at the Salisbury Bowling Club. Get on down, come and enjoy a nice burger or snag from the barbecue. Drink from the bar, find a nice, comfy, shady spot and settle in, because there's some great bowls being played, the best of the best going at it, which we absolutely love to see. Opportunity for Short here. I think for the backhand side, sorry. This one will do a bit coming in from that wider hand. Just a matter of it's going to have the legs, unfortunately not. A little bit disappointing there, but not far off at all. See a great angle there. Plenty of room for both these skippers to work in. Spartans probably just holding the upper hand with those two bowls of Adam Black there, the two blue ones just behind. And the way Tyson Wilson is bowling at the moment, you'd have to expect him to take advantage of it. For the tighter hand again. Just depends if it's going to have the legs or not. Unfortunately not. Interesting to see what Forbes opts for here. Looks like he's going to go on his forehand as a left-hander. Just looking for a nice big swooping draw here. Oh, and I tell you what, aggressive weight. And he's rewarded for that. I think as well, with two balls still to come, giving himself a good opportunity. Here, plenty of action between Craig Mills and Nathan Black behind us. Mills leading the way 9-5, but Black not letting that gap get any wider just yet, as we see Tyson ending up a bit wide here, but that will have the tee covered, you'd have to think. So always a handy, handy spot to have. Stuart Forbes again. He likes the weight better this time. And with good reason, I reckon, Isaac.
Yeah,
Stuart Forbes, look at that. He's happy with it too, as he should be. Tyson coming in aggressive here, Wooshka. So we see the jack fly out sideways. Able to also push one of Adams in a backwards direction, and as we said, the tee's covered, and it's come in handy because for those who don't know SA Super League, if the jack does go out of bounds, it is replaced on the tee. So Tyson with a bit of a laugh there. As you can see, that yellow bowl just drifting out to the top of the screen did end up in the ditch as well. Stuart Forbes, he's got the tighter hand this time. It's going to come down to weight. Oh, it'll stay up, but is that, I think that might have been the one to the Spartans there, I believe. So they move along to 9. The Chargers, they remain on 4. So the Spartans, they're just gradually opening up a bit of a lead here. But still not even halfway through this match yet. So still plenty of bowls to be played. And as we see the overall picture, there's really not much in that at all. See the Chargers leading the way 21-19 over the Spartans. A big thank you to Mark Tonkin for updating that one there. Of course, part of the Spartans crew. See Adam Black this time. Jack right back here, so be a good challenge for these bowlers. Drawing to the tee, and if there's one young bowler that loves to step up to a challenge, it's Adam Black, and a great effort there. Puts it back on his opposing lead. Matthew Short. It's going to come up short and narrow there, so be disappointed in that one as a starter. Back to Adam here. Adam staring this one in the whole way, and I tell you what, it's good again. Oh, I thought that might have just stuck inside his first one, but still, not a bad effort. Short looking for a big correction in his first bowl here. He's going to have the legs. It's just going to come down to what track it's on. Can he take the jack cleanly? Oh, and that bowl's just going to back flop in, I reckon, or front flop in. Just as you see there, as has been mentioned on a lot of streams so far this Super League season, the way that jack just really kicks off and squirts away on the carpet.
Adam's not too far away here, Joe. If he can get some turn to the jack.
Oh.
Wow.
Tell you what, hot spot or slicker on that one. I reckon he would have been very close, as we see a replay of the cable cam angle here. Oh. You cannot get closer to the jack than that without actually hitting it, I reckon. That was as close as can be. Matt Short just struggling there on his third bolt. But again, holding the shot. And the only bowl past the jack that's in play at the moment, so not bad. So he's having a chat here. So Tyson up now. He's bowling that well. You'd have to think he'll be close here. And as you said the previous end, he's not going to be short, I wouldn't have thought. And he's not short, but his line's a little bit off. A good home, though, there behind the jack. Stuart Forbes, the Chargers, they probably need to get on the board soon again here. They've struggled. They've dropped the last couple of ends in a row. They'll be looking just to even a one or a two, just to get something flowing here. And with bowling like that from the skipper, Stuart Forbes, they hold two at this stage.
Yeah, that's a great shot then, Joe. Would have enjoyed a little bit more jack movement, but a great bowl nonetheless.
As we see Tyson here, going aggressive, going with some weight. Oh. Not quite. Hitting the ditch with plenty of force, but not quite on the line he was hoping for. Forbes again. Really want to capitalise here. Oh, he's not too far off. Oh, a little bit heavy, but he'll be able to sit on Wilson's bowl there, so not a bad option to have. And we're going to see weight from Tyson here again. Here it comes. Can he make that correction on line and do a bit of damage? He's made some correction. Oh, missing that shot bowl by an absolute whisker. Very, very unfortunate. And removing his one of his other bowls as well, as you see there. Coming in with plenty of force. So free hit here for Stuart Forbes. Can he turn this 2 into at least a 3? Is it going to have the legs? Just needs to get past Black's bowl there, but not quite. So it's going to be 2 to the Chargers. As we said, they'll be happy with that. Getting back on the board and getting something happening. They move to 6. The Spartans, they remain on 9, we believe. We're just getting an update on the scoreboard here, which always helps. As we say, 9 as suspected, so 9 to 6. Spartans leading the way by 3 shots as we enter the 9th end here, so nearly halfway through. It's been a great game so far. Mills still leading Black by 4 shots, 10 to 6. They're halfway through that game, so still a long way to go. And the triples match up. The Chargers leading by 3 shots over the Spartans. So the Chargers just that, holding that overall lead. So we see all the other league games going on as well. Great to see plenty of action. Full greens, plenty of bright colours. Absolutely love it. Adam Black here. Add this one to the touch account. Oh, again. As close as you can get without actually touching there, I reckon. Putting on a great show as we see the replay from Cable Cam. Look at that. What a shot.
Every time that cable cam rolls past us, Joe, I feel like it's a bird and I get very scared every time.
As we said, nice shot from Matthew Short there. Yes, for those who don't know, if you ever want to get my dear friend Isaac here on his toes a little bit, involve a bird somehow. Not a fan of our winged friends. We've had birds fly in the office every now and then when we've left the door open to get some airflow, and he just really doesn't like it. So we see Adam again. Oh.
Lock myself up in the boardroom when that thing happens.
So there you go. The great man's kryptonite for anyone out there that would like to use it. So you see Matthew Short. Look for the forehand again. He'll want this one to get up. He's going to come up short, unfortunately. The line again, spot on, but he's got the 2 front and the furthest back, so big opportunity for Black here. Bit of jack movement, possibly, if he can trail it onto his other 2 bowls. Could be holding 3 here. Oh, he's going to miss it by a whisker, but a great bowl. Adam Black, his skipper's happy with that one, as he should be. No real surprise there. Great replay. Just slotting in nicely to a beautiful home. See a great shot down the rink there. As you can see, the control hub here. Plenty going on with all these great camera angles. Stuart Forbes. He's come up well. Can he take the jack with him? Oh, not quite. And probably just drifted out, but a good second wood there. Tyson Wilson's turn now. Can he sit on Forbes' bowl? Oh, not quite, but again, a good home. Spartans with the possibility to come up with quite the number on this end. Pressure on Stuart Forbes here to get in amongst it. Look at that thing swooping heavy from the wider hand there. Wow. Stuart Forbes.
Still a massive trail on here, Joe, I think.
Yeah. That sort, it almost opened up that little cordon of blue and green bowls there for this one to trail onto. Can he get the turn? Not quite. But again, he's still got one bowl left to play, and a player of Tyson Wilson's calibre, Stuart Forbes will want to move the jack or just do something here. He's going to try and rip that little cordon apart, and he's going to miss. So, interestingly poised here. The Chargers at least hold the two, possibly a third, but they could turn this into possibly a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, if he gets it right, Joe, it can be a 6.
This could be one of the shots of the season. Oh, able to just probably push out that second shot, so that might have just cut the number for the Chargers here. Yeah, one to the Chargers. Oh, I tell you what, that weight that he had on that, if he could have made some connection with the jack, that could have been some serious damage. So the Chargers, they move to 7. The Spartans, they remain on 9. As we are officially halfway through 9 and starting on to play. Still really just a handful of shots in the other two rinks as well in this match. So hard to split it as we see Nathan Black currently holding 3 shots against Craig Mills over here, with Mills having 1 bowl left to play. Mills leading by 3 shots. So we're about halfway through that one as well. As we see the mat being taken right back. Matthew Short. Can he land the first blow for this end? Unfortunately, he's going to come up short and narrow there, but we will expect big things from his second bowl. Adam Black. No wasted movement in that action. Very simple, very specific.
Blow number 1, here it is, Joe.
Oh.
Maybe not. I've very poorly read that one coming down.
Didn't quite get the speed on that one.
The angle we were on looked phenomenal.
What about this one, Isaac? What do you reckon? Is it going to have the legs to get there?
Not calling it until it finishes.
It's going to have the legs to get there. Be a little bit tight, but better bowl from short there. Good correction. Black just looking for that extra few feet here. Absolutely gives nothing away body language-wise. We've got a few of those in the competition, but I reckon he'd be right up there. He's going to be short again, so be disappointed with that. Big opportunity for Matthew Short here. Coming on the backhand side again. If we can get under Black's front bowl there. Ooh, not quite. So again, opportunity for Adam Black. Will it have the legs this time? Looks like it's going to have a bit more. It's just going to depend on the line. Won't quite get inside Short's bowl there and just decides to lean on a 45-degree angle. So we see Nathan Black able to get back one shot closer to Craig Mills. Still just 2 shots in the triples. The Chargers leading the way there. They're also halfway through their game. So making good time here on these ranks. Stuart Forbes this time. If you ever get a chance, have a chat to Stu. He's got one of the great career resumes of being the bridesmaid at state events. One of the loveliest characters in bowls, but some of the stories about his finals losses. Of course, he narrowly fell short against Nathan Pedersen in the state singles final this season in one of the great finals matchups that you'll see. So he'll be hoping that the SA Super League season might be the one where he can have a bit more luck and possibly be part of a Chargers premiership. Tyson Wilson there, not quite able to draw it in, but not far away. Stuart Forbes. He's going to follow this one down and have a good look. Not giving a lot away, but he's going to have a good look. If he can get around Black's bowl there and get a couple of turns. It's a good effort from Stuart Forbes there. What do you think? Bit of interesting chat there between the two Spartans boys, Isaac.
Yeah, it was. I think, well, Adam said you can play the shot that we nearly saw there.
Not much in that at all. Very close. A great angle there, as we said earlier. Being able to have that bird's eye view. See the angles that they're working with. It's a game. It's all about angles. Of course, check out our Instagram today as well, folks. Young Evie Exton from the Western Rogues. Been doing a bit of a takeover, which has been great. Well received so far. It's been really good fun, the takeovers. Got 2 more weeks, so if you're out there and you'd love to have a crack at it, reach out and let us know. So we see Stuart Forbes here, swooping in very strongly. He's going to sit on Wilson's bowl there and hold the shot. As we add a third commentator to the team who doesn't have a chair. But anyway, she's young, she'll be okay, I reckon, Isaac.
I'm just going to actually sub myself out for 2 or 3 ends, Joe, quickly. But I will be back. That's
all right. We'll see you soon. I've been looking forward to commentating with this person anyway, so we'll I'll call this bowl from Tyson Wilson here. It's just going to come up narrow, unfortunately, but not far away at all. So they pulled one out. They pulled 2. We'll just wait to see the number before I introduce, or actually I'll introduce you. Lucy Teller, thanks for joining us on commentary. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Good to see that you're giving commentary another crack. You did a fantastic job last week.
Yeah, back out again. Got dragged into it this time.
So we just wait and see what the number's going to be here. Again, talk about pressure on a measure. That sort of camera angle. My shaky hands could definitely not handle that. So we'll just see. So it's going to be 2 to the Chargers. So the Chargers draw level on 9. The Spartans on 9. Your thoughts on this game, Lucy? Have you had much of a chance to watch the last 10 ends or just been running around doing stuff?
Been taking some photos. Haven't really watched an end of this game.
Well,
but I'm very shocked to see that it's 9-0, but that means it's a very good game in play.
What, by that, were you thinking one team would be particularly ahead of the other, or what were your predictions early?
I didn't know who would win, but I did think it was kind of going to be either one way or another.
Well, luckily for us, they've drawn level at 9 apiece, which is great to see. The overall scoreboard, still just 2 shots in that one though. The Chargers still leading the way. Great start from Matthew Short there. As we watch behind us here. Oh, this singles matchup, I tell you what, there's back to being 1 shot in it. Craig Mills still just narrowly leading. What way do you think that one's going to fall? Blackie's holding in there.
I think Blackie has had a bit of a comeback, so I think he's got the momentum going now. So I probably would say Nathan at this rate.
There we go. Love the big predictions as we see a beautiful bowl there by Adam Black. Matthew Short's opportunity now needs to respond to his opposing lead here. Oh, he's not going to be too far off. The weight was good, but the line just not quite there. Which way do you see this game going then, Lucy? Between these 4 bowlers, who do you think's going to get up?
I think just by Adam's bowl right there, and I'm sure this one's good too, but I will probably say the Spartans now.
Yep. 2 very
just from this one end.
classy bowlers. Not a bad home for Adam there. It's been a great battle between these 2 leads. Matthew Short's opportunity here. Looks like he's on a better track here. He's corrected his line. Oh, opens it right up as you hear from Stuart Forbes there. So big opportunity now. See what Adam Black can come back with here. We see 1 shot to Craig Mills in that singles match behind us. So they're just going shot for shot, those 2. Adam looking to draw to the wider jack here. Not a bad effort. Now, Lucy, your thoughts on the SA Super League? You've had a chance from a player's point of view and now an administrator's point of view. How have you seen the development and the growth of the competition over a few years?
Oh, definitely heaps in the past few years. Played all 3 years. This is my first year not playing. And the first year we didn't have a junior competition or a reserves. So it's nice to see the juniors getting a real crack at it now and getting to play against each other.
It sure is. So we watch Stuart Forbes here. So just sneaking in and out of cable cam there. The water camera angle just going to pull up quite quickly, that one. Not far off though. Titans opportunity now. They probably hold 3 here, the Spartans. Can he draw in a 4th? So I can get a 4th one in there. Forbes again needs to get something close here to avoid conceding a big number. Of course, we haven't seen a super end from either of these teams as of yet, so interesting to see when those are played. Forbes just a little bit wide there, unfortunately. Tell you what, this could be an end that the Spartans are wishing they played theirs, because they are on track for a number here. Can Tyson draw in another? Yes, he will. What's Stuart looking to do here, Lucy? Just simply just try and draw something in and reduce the number?
Yeah, definitely. Not even, I mean, there is a pretty good shot on there just to draw on that open hand. But even if he gets 2nd or 3rd, it'll be a pretty decent bowl in the scheme of the game.
Oh, he needs it to come in and do a bit of work from this tighter side and get him some legs on it. Oh, it's going to come up short. This could be dangerous here. Tyson Wilson knows it as well. He knows if he can get one close here, could have quite a number for the Spartans. Of course, we are level 9 apiece after 10 ends. This is the 11th. Look at that for a camera angle. How good. Great to see a nice little crowd there developing as well. No surprise what rink they're following the Mills versus Black singles match. Tyson Wilson. Oh, it looks like he'll probably get this in the count. So give us a quick guess. Lucy, what do you think that is there? We can see probably.
I think that's a 5.
It's a 5.
Oh,
6.
6.
Wow, look at that. That's a big number for the Spartans. They've lost 3 ends in a row. Talk about a way to respond. So they move to 15. The Chargers, they remain on 9. So a little bit disappointing there. But still 7 ends left to play to try and reel that in. And you'd have to think that 6 shots will probably push the overall scoreboard in the Spartans' favour now.
It's funny how one end can make such a difference.
Exactly right. Make a massive difference. You'd have to think the Chargers surely would be considering a power play soon just to try and get a few of those 6 shots back.
Yeah, I'd think for sure that they would have played a super end.
So we see Adam again. Great shot from Adam Black there to get things started. A great effort. David Muggleton, doesn't matter what kind of camera it is, just getting the job done. See Matt Short here on not a bad track. Find a good home out the back there. Not too far off. You'd have to think Adam's just taking the points again in this matchup between the leads.
That's what you want to do though after scoring a big number. You want to put the pressure on early again. So then hopefully back it up with another big number.
Well, I've asked a few people this question. What's the key to lead bowling? Is it keeping it simple or is there a specific plan? What's in your opinion, when you're playing in that position?
Just keep it simple. Bowls on. When I lead, I don't tend to do anything too fancy. Is just try and put the pressure on early to help my skip.
Get the big one close to the little one.
Basically, it's a simple game, isn't it?
Matt Short, not far off. I mean, for players of your calibre, Lucy, it probably is. Some of us out there just battle away. So you see Adam again looking to draw in possibly a third here, at least a second shot. Looking to probably get something past. Sit on Short's bowl there, not quite. But not a bad effort. Short opting for the forehand here. Stewie Forbes just asking this one to come in. Oh, it's a carbon copy of his previous bowl. A whisker away, not far. Not much phases Stewie Forbes though. He'll have a laugh and give it a smile.
He'll just go and draw a shot with his bowl.
Good chat between the players. We love that. Just see a great angle there. Great lead bowling from Adam Black once again. Just see Craig Mills skipping away to a 13-9 lead in the singles. So it's going to be some serious bragging rights on that one, I reckon. Tyson not too far away here. Of course, we better give our sponsors another shout out. West End, it's a beautiful day to enjoy West End, folks. Of course, responsibly. But come on down the SA Super League here at the Salisbury Bowling Club. The bar's open Sports Centre as well for these fantastic uniforms. Popping with colour all over the place. So see Stuart Forbes there, not too bad. Maybe a second wood. And of course the City of Salisbury as well. Great supporters of the SA Super League. It's a beautiful venue that we get to come to. And it's a great setup here. And Spacequake as well. We mentioned it plenty of times. Best in the business. And are helping us put together what we believe to be the best bowls broadcasting in the country. Happy to discuss that with anyone out there if they'd like to take us on, but I'm happy to put our product where our mouth is. It's great broadcasting here. Stuart Forbes just looking to correct here. It definitely looks better. Can he take the jack with him? Stuart Forbes, look at that. Needed to come up big, the skipper, and he does. Fantastic bowl. Great replay there. Jack just squirting out straight towards Short's bowl and cable cam as well. Look at that. Replays from every angle. Tyson Wilson's turn. Oh, he's on a pretty good track to do some damage here. Oh, wow. Talk about finding the gap. What's Stuart looking to do here, Lucy? Just a real simple free hit, draw it in?
Just, I would say almost the same kind of shot, same hand, just try and draw in another one.
That replay showing just how close Tyson Wilson was to collecting the jack. Stuart Forbes leading something here for the Central Chargers after they conceded a 6 on the last end. I tell you what, he's not far off here. Stuart Forbes, what a shot. Fantastic bowling there. We've seen one taken away. What's your number prediction here, Lucy? I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Probably just the 2, I reckon.
Just looks like 2 with a measure for the 3rd, possibly. I think that little nudge that he gave Matthew Short's bowl may have just pushed it out. Look at that, still hands. So that's going to be 3 to the Chargers. They peg back some of that deficit. They move along to 12. The Spartans still lead the way on 15, though, with 6 ends to go, 2/3 of the way through the game. The overall scoreboard just a whisker in it, as you see. Length again, that jack just doesn't want to stop. I think we saw, I did enjoy watching the replay of last week's match. I think Simon Gator-Johnson might be enjoying playing on grass and trying to roll the jack out there today, I reckon.
Yes, I think he put it in the ditch about 5 times. But so far I was watching their game on the other green just before. Haven't seen any go into the ditch so far.
I think his teammate Ash Close will definitely keep him on his toes there. Might be a little bit tougher on him than Jaden Zeller was last week.
You would definitely know about it, that's for sure.
Short, struggling with his weight there. Big opportunity for Black, and he's on a good track here. Just add another touch into the collection. Fantastic calibre of bowling. But again, the singles match behind us, Black able to peg back 2 shots there, so that game's 13 to 12. It's just, your head's got to be on a swivel here at the SA Super League, Lucy. There's so much to keep track of.
Yeah, got to make sure you don't get hit by any flying bowls as well.
So you see Short correctly on his weight, but just missing on the line. Still no super ends for either team yet. It may very well just come down to both teams playing them on the last 2 ends, as we have seen before this season. I think the bowlers just get very wrapped up on the match and almost forget that the super ends are there. Adam Black once again, classy stuff.
Great leading there.
What is it about Adam that makes him the bowler that he is? Obviously still young and developing, but what do you think his real sort of strengths and attributes are at this stage?
I think he's just got great composure. Like, I've never seen him rattled or concerned about a bowl in the
sorry
way.
to cut you off there, Lucy. Matthew Short coming up with a great effort there, able to just pinch that one. Got the combination of line and length right there.
I'm sure Adam won't be far away, though.
But yeah, so you just think it is, because he is very composed. He really just doesn't give anything away, almost like he just, in slow motion sometimes, just cruises up and down the green.
Definitely, which is, it's hard to play against someone like that.
Almost got to get in his ear and start chirping him a little bit and try and get him off his game, but very composed. See, great angles there. Beautiful day down here at the Salisbury Bowling Club, folks. Come on down, or if you're not, or if you can't, let us know in the comments where you are watching from. We've had all across South Australia and New South Wales so far in the broadcast. We'd love to just double check if our international friends are out there watching today. We know there's a few of them out there. Stuart Forbes. It's on a pretty good track here. Slide through the gap, but not a bad home. As we see Nathan Black levelling it up in a singles matchup. Craig Mills just hands on the chin, just contemplating a few things. Tyson Wilson here, he's also just a whisker away from taking the jack. We see the triples match up as well. 5 shots in that one, so the Spartans have hit the front and then run away with a little bit of a lead. They have played about a similar distance here as we have, so very interesting contest. We will be eagerly awaiting the next update of the overall scoreboard, because of course the overall points are crucial with 2 rounds left to play. Tyson here, looks like he's corrected his line. Oh no, carbon copy, hands on head, and doesn't know how on earth that could have happened. He will have the last bowler. Geez, that replay just showing. Oh, could not get much closer than that. Stuart Forbes looking for a big bowl here. He's going to take the jack. Changing it up. Oh, but he's going to push it onto Wilson's bowl. You'd probably say Tyson's holding the shot now. How much does it change things when just all of a sudden you're having to draw to just a completely different spot?
Oh, it's very hard. Especially Tyson just had to change his hand there. But he's done it perfectly, I reckon.
He's done pretty well. May have snuck in for a second there. Matthew Short reckons, no, so it is only 1, so it's 1 to the Spartans. The Spartans, they move to 16. The Chargers, they remain on 12. So not much in this one at all. So 4 shots, sorry, in this one, 16 to 12. We've got 5 ends left to play. So not much left. Still no super ends from either team, so could see them go right down to the wire here. Could change things completely towards the back end of the contest. Adam Black there. Not a bad start. He and Tyson Wilson, they've played 5 pairs matches so far this season. They've won 2, they've lost 3. They lead by 4 shots here currently, 16 to 12. So if they can get up and over the line, they will even that ledger. We see Short just looking to sneak inside Black's bowl, but not quite. Adam Black now. Interestingly, again, most players have been opting for this tighter hand all day. Adam just hoping he can get inside his first bowl, but not quite. Again, though, not even a shrug of the shoulders. Just walks away, contemplating his next bowl. Big opportunity for Short. Can get something close. Not bad, the weight's there. But the door still well and truly ajar for Adam Black to draw in what would be the shot bowl. Looks like he's going to get inside that first bowl now. And it's going to have the legs. Not a bad effort there from Adam Black. As we see a couple of the other league matchups, the Raiders, they lead the Comets 36-18 overall. The Rogues, they lead the Knights 22-18. So the top sides here in a bit of strife across all these league matchups. As we see, Short's going to have the weight, can't quite take the jack. And we have the Pirates, they lead the Blazers by 12 shots, 30-18. So plenty of action going on that's going to shake up this ladder, you'd have to think.
That's the good thing about this competition, is that when it comes to the round 6 and 7, it's all so tight that on the day anything can happen.
Exactly right, Lucy. And of course, stay tuned to our social media out there, guys. We will have all the updates after round 7 tonight, all the final ladders, the final scores, everything that you need to know ahead of the start of the finals next week. Tyson there getting a very generous deflection. He'll take that. Big shout out to Bill watching from Queensland. Hopefully you're doing well there, Bill, staying dry. Glad to hear you're enjoying the stream, mate. What's Stewie got to work with here, Lucy? That blue bowl almost blocking his forehand. What do you think he's going to play?
It is, but it's probably far enough that you could... Oh, no, he is playing his forehand. Just try and use Matthew Short's bowls and see if you can punch them up if you can't get through the gap.
Oh, can he sneak inside? Black's bowl, not quite. But signal of his intentions there. We're going to see Tyson try and just tuck this jack around the corner a little bit if he can. It's going to be wide, unfortunately. Good aggressive weight. Very simple from the Chargers boys there. It's going to carbon copy again. Can Stuart Forbes come off this time? He trails by 4 shots here in Matthew Short. 12-16. Oh, he's going to be wide here. It's going to be a big, important third bowl of his, because the Spartans are holding at least a couple. Looks like Tyson's going to be on a better line here, but the weight's just not quite there. Still, if Stuart Forbes is probably going to have to work around the outside of that green bowl at the top right of your screen just before. Or is he changing shots here? He's going to come at it with a bit of weight here, Lucy.
Something will happen here, I reckon.
Oh, he's able to remove one of them, but we're going to go 2 to the Spartans there. So the Spartans, they move along to 18. The Chargers, they remain on 12, so 6-shot difference. 4 ends left to play. Still no super ends for either team. Just waiting for one of them to pull the trigger here soon, surely. We're not quite going to see it. See Stewie updating the scoreboard for us there. Quick update on the singles game. Nathan Black leading Craig Mills 14-13.
But I think Nathan has an unbeatable bowl in the ditch.
Oh, that Jack is on an absolute tightrope there out of play. Start here from Adam Black. So it's going to be 1 to Craig Mills. He's able to draw in that wide shot, and of course, if you've got a Jack on a boundary line, there's no better set of eyes in world bowls than the one and only Sandy Wallace. No one you'd rather have officiating a game of bowls, that's for sure. Great start from Matthew Short. Very good home as we look at the overall scoreboard. It's blown out quite considerably for the Southeastern Spartans holding a healthy lead, but I think Mark Tompkins actually going to update their scoreboard now, not just update the Spartans. So it's 46-36 overall in favour of the Spartans. A win here, and if they can pinch at least 2 ranks, you'd have to think could well and truly keep their finals hopes alive with some of the other results that are happening at the moment. It's going to be a big couple of ends here. Of course, every shot, every rank, everything counts.
Pace is good again, mate.
Good weight again, just not quite getting that line right at the moment. Adam Black's turn now. He's had 1 short, he's had 1 long. You'd have to think this one could be well and truly smack bang in the middle. Unfortunately, real tight on his line there. He'll be disappointed with that. Probably one of his poorer ends for the match. Big opportunity for Matthew Short. Who know the comeback probably needs to start with them on this rink if the Chargers are going to hang on and really push for that minor premiership. But as we say, the Knights also having a few issues against the Rogues, so the minor premiership could still well and truly be in play. So we have Craig Mills, Nathan Black playing the 20th end, so they will play 1 more and play 21 in the singles. We'll play 18 here. And of course we're in the 15th, so just 3 ends left to play after this one.
Three ends to play, but four super ends.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like we're probably just going to see the last 2 ends be double ups for both teams, but they could surprise us and make a shock move in the 16th end. Stewie Forbes now, as we see cable cam flying along. It's like when you go to the cricket and see spider cam just cruising around in the middle. It's a great piece of technology and we absolutely love it. Look at that for an angle. Oh, just can't quite get on the right side of Black's bowl there. And unfortunately, he's going to turn it over a couple of times and push it right in. And look who rejoins us just for the hero couple of ends here to finish off the match. Isaac, love to get your thoughts. Again, the game's developed a little bit since you took off from commentary just for a quick little break, mate. Your thoughts on it now with the Spartans holding a lead?
I won't lie, I wasn't actually able to watch any of those ends that I've missed. But from how they were before I left you, I'm actually not surprised. I think the Spartans were probably just playing better.
So we see Stuart Forbes there attacking it, but not quite coming off. And again, the Spartans probably holding at least 2, possibly a 3rd. Or just, yeah. Tyson Wilson Great angles there again from Cable Cam. What's Stewie looking at here, guys? What are his options?
I think he's got to just draw it off, mate. Really, there's really nothing on for him, unfortunately. Plenty of room. I think he's 2 down. So even if he, draws a second wood, goes 1 down, happy days.
So we hear the 15-minute warning come over the microphone. He's going to cut it down to just the 1 here at least. So that will be just 1 to the Spartans there, as we hear Nathan Black getting very excited in the background. So the Spartans, they move to 19. The Chargers, they remain on 12. Oh, they're in the 20th of 21 ends over there. They're taking the mat. Who's taking the shots here?
I think Nathan won that end.
Looks like he's on track for a 4.
I think it was his power play.
Okay,
so I think
there we
he
go.
scored 2, which then doubled to 4.
Look at that. Super Ends coming into play. We have seen, speaking of Super Ends, we've seen one played here, and it looks as if it's, I want to say it's the Spartans because the light is to the left of the scoreboard. So, with 3 ends left to play, we're going to see a lot of Super End action here. Of course, both teams still having the 2 up their sleeve. Great start from Adam Black there as well. The overall scoreboard, the Spartans just pushing away, 51 to 38. Those 4 shots from Nathan will play a massive role in that. The Spartans lead 19 to 12 here. Not a bad reply from Matthew Short. Of course, as we said, the power, or the Super Ends, I should say, do result in the shots being doubled for the team if they are able to win their Super End when they play. Of course, we do quite often see it be a bit of a curse, and some teams struggle to win those ends, but it can be an absolute game changer. So you'd have to think if the Spartans can get a couple of shots here, could absolutely change this game. Just about put it away. Short on a very wide line. It's going to start turning in. Not a bad spot. Adam Black, he's taken the points so far in the battle of the leads. He's had a few wobbles, but he's probably controlled it just off there. Matthew Short again. We see Craig Mills probably holding a couple in the game behind us. Matthew Short takes the jack. Great replay here. Look at this for Cable Cam. Pushes it out. Oh, they probably, or maybe a measure for the second shot. Big for the Chargers here. They need to shut down this Spartans power play if they can. Pretty good there from Tyson Wilson. Oh, not quite a shot bowl, but not far away.
I think that bowl's got a lot more value than it probably first seems, Joe. They sort of had really 1 bowl amongst 3. So if Tyson wasn't able to, get a second or third wood in there, left the Chargers with a great shot to just peel it out if it gets to that point later in the end.
Stuart Forbes. Great camera angles there, watching this one come in from that wider hand. Just probably needs it to do a little bit more. Not quite. As customary is on the live stream most weeks. We haven't live streamed him yet this season, but we've heard him every single week. Mark Hayden's getting excited behind us there.
He gets stuck into me every week as well, Joe. Every single Thursday, the teams come out and he'll walk. As soon as I get home, he'll just into me. Oh, you still couldn't get me on the stream.
Of course, he's going to be a big part of the Chargers finals push in their campaign, so you never know. We might be able to get him on the stream there, but watch here from Stuart Forbes. He tucks the jack away.
Joe.
Possibly turns this into a 3. He'll give us an update on the Mills Black game there, guys.
What?
We just looked over to check the scoreboard and Millsy's just had an absolute mare with his bowls. Dropped all 4 of them. But, so, I'll give you a quick rundown. N20 of the singles. Nathan Black picked up a 2 with a super end.
As we watch Tyson Wilson here, able to rip one of Short's bowls out.
So Nathan picked up a 2 with a super end, turning it to a 4, taking him to an 18-16 lead.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
We'll do the maths. Fingers and toes, yep.
And then Craig Mills has played his super end for the last end of the game and picked up a 3, turning it into a 6 for the win.
Absolutely huge. We've spoken about the super ends and how crucial they can be. Looks like the Chargers are going to take 1 here. Just wait and see exactly what the number is. Geez, talk about a finish to that. Nathan will be shattered as well. What is a great opportunity to knock off Millsy, but a great contest all around, which is what the SA Super League's all about. I believe Nathan will be featuring on our live stream matchup. So I believe that was a 2, which I think has actually turned into a... I think it has turned into a 4? Yeah, we'll do it again. I think it turned into a 4. I think that should be 16 there, if my maths is correct. I don't know how they've ended up with a 5 there, the Chargers. To go to 17, I think they should be 16. Yeah, I think Tyson's...
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to end up on an even odd number.
There we go. Yep, they've corrected that one for us. Stewie's had a bit of a shocker, but Tyson stepped in there and taken control, thankfully. So that was a 2, which turned into a 4 for the Chargers. So they moved to 16 on their super end. So they are straight back into this game. They now trail by just 3 shots, which sees the overall score come back to level. So just when it looked like the Chargers might have been in a bit of strife a few ends ago, a big finish for Craig Mills, a big power play / super end for Forbes and Short. And then the triples, just the 1 shot in it. So talk about a great match. And we did hear the 15-minute warning before, so interesting to see if these guys are able to sneak in their 18th and final end. It looks like they're using the super ends again. So I think they're just getting them out the way. Short struggling a little bit there. Stewie just asking for it to keep turning over. All in all, though, sets up a fantastic, thrilling final round. Give you a quick update. The Egston Raiders, they lead the Hyson Comets by 6 shots overall. And the Rogues lead the Knights. But it looks as if that overall scoreboard may not have been updated for a little while. So interesting to see which way that one falls as well. And behind us, the Pirates holding a comfortable lead over the Blazers. So you have to think the Pirates will get the chocolates in that one. Matthew Short going wide here. Can Adam Black come up with? We've spoken about his composure, ability to step up in the big moments. Unfortunately going to be narrow there. So interestingly poised for the two skippers here. Who's in the box seat, do you think, guys?
I stand by my my choice of the Spartans taking the win.
What do you think, Isaac? If the Chargers got to come back in them, or do you think Tyson will finish this one off?
I mean, I think Tyson finishes this one off. Holding shot currently.
Class player as he is. He's going to need something big from Stuart Forbes here. Can he get this one to hold up? Oh, not quite, not much in it. Tyson opting for the forehand here. Gotta tell you what, it's pretty good. Stuart Forbes opting for the forehand here. He doesn't mind the weight. Ooh. Just going to come up short, unfortunately. So big opportunity for Tyson Wilson again. Any sort of number on a super end, they could just about finish this off. And I'll tell you what, he's just about drawn in a second. Not quite. Still does have one bowl left though. Both skippers with one bowl. So we see the triples on their last end. Super end in play. The Chargers, they trail by 3 shots. The overall scoreboard, absolutely nothing in it. Great camera angle there. Dreamline XGs. That beautiful bright yellow. Hard to miss them. Stewie Forbes. Opting to switch back to the backhand this time around. He's got the better legs this time. Oh, probably still just a bit too heavy, unfortunately. So, free hit here for Tyson Wilson. Can the Spartan skipper draw in a second, make it a 4 and make it pretty tough for the Chargers in the last end? Tyson making sure Adam just hurries up because he knows I think the timer is just about to run out on him here and they don't want to miss out on playing the last end. Telling him to just get the mat, get the jack.
Get that mat quickly and throw that jack as fast as possible.
Doesn't matter if it goes in the ditch, just get it in play. Any chance of a number there though? Giving us nothing. No, okay. 2 into 4. So it was 2 into 4 for the Spartans, which you'd have to think would just about finish this one off. So they move to 23. The Chargers, they remain on 16. So we will see. It comes down to the final end. As we said, it's in play. So we will get a full match here. Oh, just in the nick of time. As we hear the wrap up there. So these guys, they will be able to finish this end. So it is 23 to 16 at this stage. See Adam Black just looking to get a couple close here and finish it off. Doesn't want to give the Chargers any sort of a sniff. Of course, we will have a quick interview with one of these players after the game as well from the winning team, just to have a quick chat. So don't miss that one. Either way, it's sure to be good fun. You see short sailing pass there. Adam Black, another opportunity. Can he finish just how he started? Drawing another touch, not quite, but not too far off there from the young Spartan. Big bowl here for short though. Real low. The overall score is theoretically still in play, 6 shots. We're on our last end here, and the triples are also on their last end. So the Chargers still half a chance here. So we watch two great West Lakes teammates, Mark Haynes, Aaron Bremner behind us, looking for bragging rights there. And we see Granger's Tyson Wilson just looking to finish this one off, seal the deal for the Spartans. You want to get something past here, you'd think. Pretty good shot. What can Stewie do here, guys, to create a number? Obviously, they've got the 3 furthest back bowls.
Oh, I reckon he's probably got to just draw one first, Joe. If he, well, actually.
Oh, it's trying to come in there from that wider hand. Not quite, but it does add to the collection out the back there.
Tyson definitely just doesn't want to put anything jack high.
I think this will be pretty comfortably just getting in amongst those dark blue bowls. Oh, a little bit short still though. Stuart Forbes, opportunity here. Turn this into something special. Unfortunately, super ends have been used by both teams. Oh, so he will draw in the shot though, Stuart Forbes, so that's one. As we just wait to see a final update on the triple scoreboard behind us there. See if Hainesy's going to update it for us. Yes, so the Spartans able to take what looked like 3 shots. So it's all happening. The Spartans in the box seat here. As we see a great replay of Tyson Wilson's bowl. Just giving Stewie Forbes' bright yellow Dreamline XG a bit of a nudge out the way. So the last bowl of the match. Stuart Forbes. Oh, it's almost a bit of a story of the day for Stuart Forbes and Matthew Short. So 2 to the Spartans there. So the Spartans, they'll finish on 25. The Chargers, they'll finish on 16. Guys, wrap that game up for us. Just the class of Wilson and Black too much in the end.
I think so, Joe, that I missed the few ends in the middle there, but the start and finish, they just seemed like the better team on the day.
Yep, very classy display. Your thoughts, Lucy?
I think they were just more consistent throughout the whole day and just put the pressure on early.
There we go. So we'll take a very quick break, folks, and we will come back with a quick interview with the Spartans boys. So bear with us, we'll be back. G'day guys, welcome back to the Salisbury Bowling Club here. We've just seen a fantastic contest overall and the rink that we live streamed. Adam Black and Tyson Wilson getting the win over Stuart Forbes and Matthew Short. Tyson, again mate, you had to work hard for that. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was good to come out and have a good win overall. You know, we haven't had too many this season, so yeah, it was good to get one.
And they made you work for it as well. Again though, you've played with Adam all this season so far. Pretty handy having a kid like that leading for you.
Yeah, it makes my job a lot easier. Not much pressure on me when he's got a few around it. Never in danger of dropping a number.
Yep, exactly right. And I guess to finish off round 7, I guess another big win, you might still be mathematically a chance to sneak into finals.
Sneaky chance, I think. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. Better have a look now. But yeah, hopefully we get another win and just finish off the season all right anyway.
Awesome. Thank you, mate, and good luck for round 7. Thank you, guys. We'll be back very shortly with another live stream. Southeastern Spartans versus Southern Blazers. Cheers.